smallest thing measured is thought, then that means that it's up to us to create the most optimal, divine, supernatural, win-win thoughts every second we can. So it's like, how do I make you win, you win, you win, you win? Everyone in this room, how do I make you win? You at home, win. And at the same time, me win. Because we got to create a win for everybody. If we create a win-lose situation, where someone feels like they're losing, they figure out a way to come back and make you lose tomorrow. And that's been the playing game of the world for so long. You know, so many people are like finding a way to make somebody else lose so that they feel good. And then meanwhile, that person goes away feeling bad for however long it takes before they're coming back for you. And we know in gangs, they come back, but we don't even want it from a karmic point of view. You want to figure out how can we make everyone win. Now, I took that one from listening to Tony Robbins. Constant and never-ending improvement. We can constantly, never end, improving ourselves, especially when it comes to our thoughts. If our thoughts are the nucleus to what we become and who we are, then our thoughts are our first offering to the world. Our thoughts are our first thing to govern every second of the day. And we know that the Greeks practiced mind, body, and spirit as a way of their religion. It was that we improve our mind, we improve the body, and we improve the spirit, because the body was gifted to us, you know, by God, by the universe, by the greater divine infinite reality that we exist in. We exist in this flesh, so we can take care of it to its utmost ability by being so grateful for it that we do take care of it. Same thing with the mind. We constantly read and learn and study and share so that our mind becomes our tool, but the spirit is really, you know, our connection to God all the time. And anytime we're in a dilemma, if we go straight to spirit for the answer, it actually teaches the mind how to think better, because the spirit and the mind are not necessarily one. It's almost like the mind is your computer, it's your unit that you're able to go and talk to from a spiritual place. There was one great thing I said: if you shut your eyes, I learned this, funnily enough, from a place where if I were to say the name, people would be like, but I don't go there anymore. But it was, interestingly enough, a Scientology statement. And say, shut your eyes and picture a cat. If you all do this for a second, just shut your eyes, picture a cat, and however you make your cat, whatever color he is, make him move for a second. You know, watch him and study him, whatever he's doing. Mine's kind of wandering around a pathway, and he's white with a little bit of black in him. Then I ask you the question, are you the cat, or are you looking at the cat? And if you're not the cat, what's looking at the cat? Because the picture is there, but you're looking at the picture, even though your eyes are shut. So there you go, you get to differentiate between you as a spirit and you as a mind creating the picture for your spirit to look at. That's a quick way of you thinking. You know, I can look at a cat even with my eyes closed, which means the cat can't be there. That means there's an image there that I'm looking at. Okay, well, if I'm looking at the image, who created the image? And you know what I mean? You now start asking those deeper questions. So I thought it was a really good example as to how to separate mind and spirit. Now the key, which is Tommy's specialty, I learned a lot of this through Tommy, intense gratitude for breath. And I learned this from Nick Good too. When you get to a place where no matter what's going on in the world right now, I know there's a lot of people worrying about economy and politics and war and CNN and Fox and all these news things that are coming in and making people go, ugh. Just go to a place where you're grateful for your breath. If you're grateful for your breath and you just go, you recognize that as you breathe it in, it's free, it sustains your life. You have now put yourself into an instant state of gratitude. Your entire body is now in a state of gratitude, because the first thing you were given from God, the universe, the higher force that you believe in, was breath. And when you're in a place of gratitude, more miracles open up for you every second. And you need to be in gratitude. So the first thing you got to be in gratitude for is number one, is your breath. That's your first gift. How do you do that? Through thought. So you combine thought with gratitude for breath, and use some of Tommy's techniques that he's going to share with us. And you actually have the recipe for constantly being high. Like I say, I'm smoking the Holy Spirit. Ready? And it tastes, it feels good. It's good, man. I don't need no drugs. So this was my little sharing, and you can just pick it apart and ask me any questions. Namaste, and there we have it. Oh, Tommy.
Thank you.
Tommy on up.
Thank you. Thank you.
You want to share something with us, Tommy? Because I love this brother. He's a Jedi Knight.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm Tommy Dale. I teach breathwork and food-based healing. One of my specialties, as Marcus was saying, is the breath. We just got out of a workshop doing something called the breath empowerment, which is a powerful practice that takes us on a journey through our own breath, giving thanks to that breath of God and allowing that healing essence, the spirit, to move through us and vaporize stress, vaporize illness, and awaken our consciousness, awaken our body. It's an amazing experience. We teach these in our 4-day workshops with my Qigong school as well, and there are powerful techniques out there, various forms of breathworks, kriyas, pranayama, many names through many cultures. All is one, which is the truth. We all have this total immersion in breath and spirit at all times. So when we can simply remember, oh, wait a minute, hold on, how am I breathing right now? Am I breathing right now? And observe the breath. That's the most basic meditation. Like Marcus was saying, breath in gratitude. Gratitude for every breath is the first gift. When we can really be grateful for every moment and every breath that we have. When we can be driving down the turnpike, driving down the highway, whatever you call it, wherever you live, and all of a sudden get stuck in traffic and be like, wait a minute, how am I breathing? Take your time with the breath. Breathe slow, breathe deep. Live like the immortal, live like the tortoise, hundreds of years old, because he breathes so slow. They say that the ancient Taoist immortals, those that lived over hundreds of years, lived so long because they could breathe through their feet. How have you been breathing lately? Have you been breathing a little too high? A little too tight in the chest? Expand into your being, expand into your breath. Expand into your spirit and allow that spirit to breathe through you, out to your fingertips, down to your toes, up through your crown, connecting mind, body, spirit into your center, into your soul. This is what we're here for. Find out more, tune into Marcus. You can tune into my website, Wuji Yoga or herbaltom.com. Peace, love, and blessings.